I'm Gary Mottershead. I am a coach at Strategic Coach, and I've been a coach for more than 20 years now, and been in the program for almost 26 years. So it's been a major part of my life and my whole family's life from that perspective. We all know what works for us, what feels good and what doesn't feel good. And when something doesn't feel right, it's work. And we have to work at something, then we really should find a way for somebody else to do it. But you have to be in touch with yourself. You have to be in touch with what you do, what you don't do well. And if you're having fun at it, it's okay. It's okay to have fun and do more of that. But I mean, you have to give up those things that you're not good at. So that's the number one. The other one is you have to have the confidence in the people that you're working with. And that, to me, is somewhat your responsibility as the entrepreneur. And if you have hired the right person, then you've got to give them that freedom, just like you'd give the freedom to your children. You've got to teach them. You've got to allow them to learn. Don't expose them so much that they hit into failure mode a lot, but enough so that they understand what it's like, what it feels like to win and to lose, to make decisions that don't work out. And you've got to stand back and let that happen. And you just have to decide, I'm not going to do this. If it fails, it's because we'll assess that afterwards, but I'm not going to save you. Okay, I'm not going to do those things. And that was something that Dan taught me. Dan taught me, he said, you know what? He said, I'm not going to step in. If that's somebody else's job to do, then they're going to do that job. We'll talk about it afterwards, but I'm not going to come in and save them. So, one, don't be the savior. Recognize that the people need the opportunity. And the third one is, which was my first point, was when you feel that something isn't working for you, it doesn't feel good, there's a reason for that. There's a reason we have a gut sense and an instinct, and you need to follow that. And now you can put everything into action as a result of that. For me, it became really easy with the help of Strategic Coach, but to delegate, to let go of things, because I realized the business was going to have its own personality. It was going to be different than me. I would be part of it, but I wasn't going to be all of it. And so it just allowed me to really think about the world in a really easy way, and a kind of refreshing way that said, this is normal. This is what we expect. I grew up. I had four sisters. You know, my parents didn't have time for every single one of us, so we all had to fend for ourselves, and we turned out just fine. So a business can do exactly the same thing, but you've got to let it go. Why not be the grandparent to your own business? Some people are over the moon having grandchildren, and I think that's wonderful, because what is it about a grandchild? Is that you can go and show up and you can look after them, you can have fun with them, and then you hand them back to the parents. If you've been the parent now and you've raised the people and they can run it, why not be the grandparent? Show up when the time you need to show up, do the things you're really good at doing, and then leave and let the parents take over that you've brought, the people in your business brought to look after it. And have that fun, but be there when you can provide the counsel and the support, the helping hand when it's necessary. And I think I'd be okay with that.